When you're looking to buy a residential property, the first question really is, what is the purpose? Is it a personal property for yourself or your family, or is it an investment property? They both have their individual nuances and drivers, and you need to factor that in. When sourcing your personal property, it's really about understanding where you want to be based, close to family, close to friends, close to schools. And that's about, they're the main, and infrastructure. They're the main drivers that look to help you source your personal property. But with your finance application, one of the things you need to think, the three main tips around that is you need to save a deposit of, really circa 20% to avoid paying mortgage insurance. The second thing you need to really keep an eye on is your living expenses. This is an area that's really being scrutinised by the lenders, and it's really good for you to manage and look at these to make sure you're living within your means. And the third thing is around your credit card limits. Your credit card limits are what is another factor on your mortgage finance application, and so making sure that you keep those limits at levels that you actually need to have them at, not just the maximum limit the banks will lend you. When you look at investment properties though, it's a numbers game. You have to remain objective. You need to think through what is the rental yield, what is the capital growth opportunity, and what are the numbers looking like, because it's purely economic. So just as a reminder, when sourcing properties, when it's for your personal property, the main things to really look at are location to family and friends and location generally, infrastructure and schools. When sourcing investment properties, it's really around the economics. So you're really looking for capital growth opportunities as well as infrastructure and schools for investment. When it comes to your financing of the application, really look at your credit card limits, your living expenses, and make sure you can save that deposit to avoid paying mortgage insurance. And if you'd like more information or would like to further chat, please contact us at APS Advisory Group.